Hey everybody, Kevin here from CrackBerry.com, live on location at CES 2013. We're at the QNX Auto booth here at the show. We're with the beautiful Bentley that has been pimped up and out in every which way possible. And Dan Dodge over here is gonna walk us through what's going on inside the car. Dan, Happy New Year. Thanks for taking some time today with us. Now can we start her up and drive away? Make a run for one thing.
Actually, we could. There's about a tenth of a tank of gas here,
smart.
and the car's fully functional. The thing is that when we do one of these pimp-ups, it's the marriage of both beautiful software and beautiful hardware. So if you look at, I'll start with the hardware because that's the simple part. Not the simple part is hard. You can see that we've got this huge HD screen. It's 1080 by 1920 in size. And perfectly integrated into the Bentley such that it looks like Bentley made it themselves. In fact, we had some Bentley execs here and they were blown away with what we had done. Even this little piece on the top, we actually had to go locate a 30-year-old sewing machine just to match the stitching.
No way.
You know, Bentley actually had to ship us the leather to match what was there. So everything we have done respects the brand such that it looks like it was made. So what we have here is this massive center console. And it's not a touch screen. It is a touch screen, but it's not your typical touch. In back are infrared cameras. It's a rear projection DLP, and there's infrared cameras, and as my hand gets close,
oh wow,
it's pre-touch. So we actually sense the hand coming in, and we adjust it. So I can, you know, flip through here and look at the various aspects of the car. So I can go full screen on, you know, any one part, or I can take it back. So I'll start off with something simple, you know, nice and easy here.
sounds good.
Bentley clock in the middle.
Beautiful.
You know, touch it in the middle and it becomes a volume control. That's a boring song.
There we go.
Yeah. So touch in the middle, and this one dial that actually has no physical connection. In fact, the back of the dial is just a bunch of black bars, and the infrared system in the back is detecting it moving. Right?
Excellent.
So it's like just stuck on the surface. If I touch here, this then becomes turned into a climate control, so I can adjust my temperature back and forth. You'll see over there on the heads-up display, there's an integration done such that if I do a skip here, it'll update over there, so we're sending information back and forth. So we also have voice integration. It's so noisy here, it's sometimes difficult.
Sure.
So I'll try this. Hello, Bentley. Navigate to the wind. See, the problem is there's so much other noise coming in. What we're discovering is that it doesn't get it quiet enough here. Okay, that'll go away in a second. So I can go into navigation here. And if I little dial here, everything's all connected. So it's giving you turn by turn over there. And as we drive along, you'll see it'll update the thing. So in here, I can either look at my TAC. You know, I've got a backup camera.
Oh, that's awesome.
And in fact, this is a stereoscopic 3D display. The technology's not quite ready. If I press, it'll put it into 3D mode.
Oh, crazy.
And so we actually have two cameras piped in that we're basically bringing in to produce better depth. But, you know, another 4 or 5 months, these displays will be improved.
Right.
And we may make the entire instrument. So I'll turn off the TV there. So again, the idea is that everything is all plumbed through.
Sure.
So we've done an integration with the phone as well. So we hooked into our PIM stack and our database, and we actually have a plug-in that plugs into the phone, which we then will have got it integrated into the head unit. So let me just send myself an email. Okay, I just sent an email, and as soon as it sends, it'll take it a second, it should show up here.
Cool.
So the other thing I can show you is we've done another integration. So I've got a web app here.
Nice.
Look at that, right?
Love it.
So as you're driving along, we'll show that. So this is a web app, standard HTML, work on any phone.
Right on.
Right, so I control the windows, flash the lights, lock the doors, you know, do a whole bunch of things. Or I can go down here and look at the mechanic, and on the mechanic I can see how much gas I've got, my fluid levels, or I could go to navigate and I can actually remotely tell the car to set up the navigation to navigate me to a particular location. Right, so we've done that integration as well. Phone here, and if I do a call, hopefully it fills in the booth.
Nice. Now this will be a little like last year where we had, I remember getting a little stereoscopic center.
Fill in the booth?
Yeah, you just shut the door. You got the volume up. Yes, is that?
Hey, there we go.
He's actually got a BB10 phone in the booth.
Okay.
So we've integrated BB10 video conferencing as well.
Amazing.
So it's full BB10 with HD voice. So yeah. So these guys saw the demo of the voice stuff next year, but you can show the stereo separation. Still works great.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm, it's full band, full stereo, so I'm over here in the driver's seat, and now I'm over here in the passenger seat.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Looking
so it's the way
good.
communications should be.
Looking good. Real, yeah, it's legit.
So you can see
really natural.
where we've taken our QNX car platform and we're now starting to infuse it with stuff from BB10, right?
Absolutely.
So you start to see some of these technologies, you know, that you saw elsewhere appear. So we've got our browser in here as well, right?
Right
so
on.
it's the full BB10 browser, and then we also have the ability to run apps, and we just put two simple ones in for now. So you'll actually, you know, be able to connect in and download apps because we're running exactly the same app framework inside the car. So it's kind of like, you know, the ultimate mobile device you could ever imagine. Yeah, climate control here. You know, these actually we haven't wired up just yet.
So now for things like the web browser built in, you start to get into a data.
I'll say goodbye, Kevin.
Oh yeah,
take care.
Oh yeah, sorry about that, Phil. Yeah, we lost his video. The voice continues. So if we were driving, or if I pulled out, the video would stop, but the audio would continue.
Okay.
So you can still have the conversation, but you're not allowed to be looking at that screen.
Right. Amazing. So now, earlier this year, you did an announcement too, opening up the SDK, right, for manufacturers to start putting this into use in production models.
So we actually made the announcement that the full release of our QNX Card 2 kit, and we've been flooded. I mean, all our customers are here, so you know you cannot name a major auto company that hasn't sat in this car or is not already working with the technology that allows all this to happen.
So here's a big question. I live in Winnipeg, still, minus 30. Still everything's going to work, a lot of big displays in there.
so this is a concept vehicle, right? So is this hardened for automotive yet? No, it is not. But it's all roadworthy. I mean, we can drive this. And the CAN bus, everything's wired such that everything works, you know. We're getting all the signals off the various things. You can do the voice rec by hitting that. Everything. Also, we also do continuous voice rec. So when I said, "Hello, Bentley," it recognized that phrase. So it's not like you have to push a button, wait for the beep. We are continually monitoring, and we hear the phrase "Hello, Bentley." You can just keep talking. No, it doesn't know what I'm saying because I'm just rambling at this particular point.
So can you give a little color? Like last year when we looked at the Porsche, it was really a playbook embedded in the dash, and I think it was actually a Dev Alpha sitting on top with a little heads up. So this year, how's this all working?
Okay, so this actually is being driven by an OMAP 5.
Okay.
So it's a dual Core A15 with a dual SGX. Okay. So it's sort of the next hardware level update. Over there, that's being driven by actually the same processor that's in the Dev Alphas.
Okay.
It's not a Dev Alpha because of the screen, obviously, but it's exactly the same core. Same core.
So all the work you've done with BlackBerry 10, all built on top of QNX, and it's all...
Yes. Yeah, everything we do, we take what makes sense and we push it out. And the one thing that we don't bring is exactly the same look.
Right.
Because in a car, it doesn't make sense to make it look like a phone or a tablet. It has to be a different interface.
And manufacturers want to protect their brand too when it comes into it, so they want to customize as they see fit.
Absolute requirement for them. You know.
Dan, thank you very much. I think anything else? I think we've covered it all. I don't know what you guys can do next year on this, but I know you'll do something to keep pushing forward.
The thing that's really amazing is when I look at how much effort went into this. This is pretty incredible. This was a team of about 6 software guys working for just a little over 2 months and a few weeks to do this. You know, and then there were an additional, say, 3 people that did all the hardware. We pulled out probably 1,000 pieces out of this dash.
Yeah.
We had to cut everything here. We had to use 3D printers to rebuild the components to put the screen in. So, I mean, that's what I said. It's the marriage of hardware and software. But again, small development team. This is like 2.5 months to produce this. And if you talk to me again in a month, we'll show you. I'll come in with my phone, I'll tap here with NFC, all your seats will adjust to be exactly what you want.
Right on.
The entertainment system will change to know what your songs are, it'll connect into the phone to stream the music, it'll put your favorite locations up in the nav of where you usually go, and start integrating with your calendar.
So that becomes the beauty, you know, big picture, right? Like rental cars. You know, you land at an airport in a new city, you come in with your phone, tap.
Yes. So we're working with various standards organizations and working with the various hardware OEMs to try to find standards for this. Because without standards, obviously, it's not going to work.
Sure.
Right? But since, I mean, we shipped in 11 million cars last year. That's a lot of cars.
A lot of cars.
Yeah. And we have a car coming out in, we announced in 2 weeks. We actually have 3 QNX systems. We drive one manufacturer, does the infotainment system. Another tier 1 did the digital instrument cluster, and the third one did the telematics. So we actually have 3 separate QNX systems from 3 different tier 1s that have been integrated into one car. So yeah, it's a fun business.
Forward to it. I'm saving money for a new car. You know, I'm driving an 07 right now, and I'm like, I'm waiting just a little longer. So I want this.
Okay, well this is a $300,000 car, so.
Well, this one we might have to. You know, we should give it away to a BlackBerry fan. Just saying.